Good morning, motor cars. It is May. Mother's Day is on the horizon. Weather is gorgeous. It's so warm out there. Got up to 81 degrees in Solon this week. So I'm in a great mood. We did take that jump right into summer and completely skip spring. Anniversaries this weekend. On the 5th, we have Johnny Gibson, who is a Toyota valet. And then on the 6th, we have Paul Hudspeth, who is a body shop porter. So happy anniversary to both of you. Birthdays this weekend. On the 4th, we have Karen Horvath, who's in Toyota sales. So happy birthday, Karen. I'm excited. This is going to be a very exciting week and weekend and next week. Let's see. Tomorrow, Saturday, we have a job fair going on over at the Toyota store from 11 till 4. And it's not just for the Toyota store. All the hiring managers are going to be there. I'm going to be there because we're looking for folks for the BDC. Service managers are going to be there. Sales managers are going to be there. If you have friends or relatives that you think would be good fits for motor cars, have them come in. I'll be meeting with folks, doing interviews on the spot. We'll be collecting resumes. It's great for folks that are looking for summer jobs. It's good for people that are looking for permanent, long-term jobs. You know what we're like here at Motor Cars as far as family goes. So if you've got somebody that you're willing to vouch for, make sure that they come in. Let's see, same day, and another reason to get out and about on Saturday, it's free comic book day. When my kids were tiny, that's how I actually got them to read books. Aside from reading them bedtime stories every night, I would take them out for comic book day every year. And if you're not familiar with that and you've got either small kids or small grandkids at home, it's one day out of the year where all the comic book shops in the U.S. give out free comics. All you have to do is walk in. They usually have a table laid out with all the comics that are free that day. My kids got the hugest kick out of that. They would just collect up their free comics, take them home. I would read them to them. When they got old enough, they would read them to me. And it was just a good way to start them off reading. So something healthy, especially since there's that big push on superheroes lately, something to get them interested in reading. And then next Friday, from 5 till 7, we've got food trucks coming and beer and wine. We know how to party here at Motor Cars, and we've got a lot of things to celebrate. And we'll also be doing, the Burt Weiss Award will be coming up, and we'll be announcing who the winner is for that next Friday. So make sure you stop by, make sure you bring a family member with you. I'd like to give a kudos to Sierra Lee and the BDC for suggesting this week to X-Time that they add the ability to attach a service coupon to a service appointment. Every single website in the world allows you to do that, and it seems so obvious in retrospect, but it's one of those things where when she suggested that, I slapped myself literally in the forehead, said, wow, you're absolutely right. They should absolutely have this in here. Why in the world would you have coupons separate from the ability to actually book the service online? Especially since when you do book the service online, it shows you about how much it's going to cost. So if that was an obvious one, kudos to her for sending it off to those guys, and we'll see whether or not we can lean on next time to make that happen, because I think that that's a great feature that every dealership in the country should have. I've got some factoids for you to send you off on this weekend to enjoy this beautiful weather. Pitcher, Oklahoma produced most of World War I's bullets thanks to its lead and zinc mine. More than 100 years later, the local river is still so polluted with arsenic that anyone who swims in it suffers chemical burns. So that's one more reason why you want to take care of your water sources. Clint Eastwood is actually allergic to horses. I found that one fascinating. In 11 different studies, it was found that human beings would rather administer an electric shock to themselves rather than sit for 15 minutes and just think. Boy, that tells you a lot about people, doesn't it? Let's see here. 3% of Americans own half of all the guns in the country. Heineken started a rumor that Corona brewers peed in their product. Heineken was successfully sued for $3 million, but the rumor persisted even afterwards. In the early 1900s, a drink called Radithor was sold as an energy drink. It was distilled water with radium in it. The first customer who died had to be buried in a lead coffin. When he was dug up more than 30 years later, he was still highly radioactive. If you drink bottled water, you should know that you are also drinking tiny particles of plastic, an average of 324 particles for every liter of water that you drink. They're also found in almost all seafood, beer, salt, and the air that we breathe. One more reason why Motor Cars is green. There's some terrible stuff out there, folks, and I think single-use plastic is definitely one of them. Have a great weekend.